Well, it's been a while. Okay, yeah, looks like everyone's here. We are finally up to Blackrock Depths. 4 of the people are in our guild. So we planned for this to be a full run from the get-go, and everyone seemed to be fine with that in advance, which is good. I have a shit ton of quests. One of them I just did right outside. Disarm the flame. Look at all these other quests. I don't even have them all. I'm not going to bother doing them all. I just picked up the ones that were, like, easy to get. Only 2 of these are really important. We need to do the Dark Iron Legacy to make the Blackrock Depths key. There's a key for this place. And we also need to do attunement to the core. That keys you for Molten Core, although it doesn't have an item, so it's just you just do the quest and then you can go in there. All the other quests are just bonus XP and money, really. We actually have 2 mages in here. It took a while to find a healer, so... We had a hunter, which left. Another hunter, which left. But this was before the dungeon actually started. It took us a while to find a healer. I was going to try to tank this if it was necessary, but fortunately Excalibur wanted to come in here. Not sure what he's after. It's a lot of mobs. Got my axe and dagger, both from Sunken Temple. Since we got a 60 guy tanking this, that takes the pressure off of me. I'm only 55. My 3 guys are actually all 55. They're all prepped for Blackrock Depths. So it's been a while since I recorded those Sunken Temple runs. Getting from 50 to 55 on 3 guys took some time. My 297 on alchemy. Still got 3 rods. One's costumes. I'm not gonna hit Excalibur with that because he's... Well, did you just click that off? Well, you want one of these 2 then? I don't know if that just expired coincidentally or if he clicked it off, but... Well... I really need rune cloth. I am hurting for rune cloth. It's actually tying up my engineering. Because we need it for dynamite and thorium widgets. I'm going to chug my elixir of giants. 25 strength for 1 hour. Although the tank would actually put it to more use. Maybe I should just give it to him. Doesn't want it. Oh god, is he gonna pull that many mobs? Well, we do have 2 mages and a 60 tank. Just gotta be careful not to aggro all this shit. Boom. I brought 10 sapper charges, so I did bring some pain, or some fire. But yeah, we've got a 60 warrior, 60 mage, a second mage at 59. The priest and me are the lowest at 55. Basically gonna be a fucking stomp. I'm fine with that. I always tank if need be, but I've gotten kind of lucky in some of the warrior runs where a higher tank was available to do it. There's actually a boss down on the other end of this hallway here. I actually remember this place perfectly, which is kind of impressive because this place is a fucking shithole. Maybe that's why I remember it, because I hate it. But it's not all that bad, really. I don't know if we can skip these side mobs here. So we got 255s in this party. There's mobs in these side doors. This area is like a barracks, and it's right next to jail cell. This ring around here is jail cells. And the guard barracks is here in the middle, which we just cleared into. Okay, well, I guess 55 is fine for that. This place is massive. Here's the map. Yeah. Look at all the things that are labeled on this. I've got it pretty much all memorized, because I've done the place enough times. I should have switched to my chicken. Damn, I'm not in Fury stance. I can't. My death wish is on cooldown. High Interrogator Gerstan. German name. There's a nice cloth shoulder. But I'm not on my mage. This run has enough mages already. One thing I made sure to do was to get my Thorium Brotherhood up to friendly. That way I can get the recipe I want. This dungeon has a recipe or a faction tied to it called Thorium Brotherhood, and the vendor for the recipe rewards is actually in the dungeon, and you have to clear most of the way through the damn dungeon to get to the guy. Prison cell key. What the hell was that for again? I think that's for a quest I don't have. We'll just hold on to it. Oh, shit. Well, I ain't charging now. I didn't know he was gonna pull him back out. But I think coincidentally I'm in the biggest damn guild at level 60 on this realm. I don't know if they're the best on in-game rating, but their stats don't really have anything to do with me. I'm not level 60. I don't take credit for any of their accomplishments. I just coincidentally had one of my 3 characters in the guild. And then I migrated the other ones over because the other 2 guilds were clearly not going anywhere. That lock over there is what we need the Shadow Forge key for, and this door. this is actually a shortcut path here. But we just kind of came through here anyway. I don't care about most of these quests if they get done or not. I just pick them up as opportunity. Shit. Well, I screwed that up. Oh well. We actually need to go this way. Because we're trying to get to the vault. Where I am, anyway. This is a crossroads here. This path will go to the end of the dungeon. It's gonna skip the quest that we're trying to do. This is not good to come this way. This is why I didn't want to come this way. You see all these spectators attacking us. They won't aggro you if you do the arena first. They become neutral. I'm trying to get the non-elites. All these mobs sitting around the arena here. After you do the arena, they turn neutral. So there's no risk of them aggroing after that point. I'm trying to get the non-elites. And we're gonna wipe to that. If we would have just went in the other way, which is what I originally wanted to do, give me rage. I'm gonna help him. Goddamn Divine Shield. Where's the other mob? Back here. He healed up. Can't execute anymore. We're gonna kite these fuckers around. I don't know if you could squeeze through here at 55 or not. I don't know if I was the one that aggroed them or what. I'd have to go back and see. I'd have to watch my footage and see if I was the one that aggroed them. I don't know. It had to be either me or the priest, because we're the ones at 55. Can you just jump in here? Oh, you can't. Maybe that's what he's got planned. But you see, if you, back in this room here, there's a door here that comes into the arena. That's the regular route to get in here. Then after that point, you could walk through the arena freely, because all these guys will turn neutral. They won't bother you anymore. Is there an arena quest? Let's see, Dark Iron Legacy. This is for our key. This is a derp kill quest, which will probably be done by the time this is over. Is this the bar? Let's see. Hiding. Let's see where he is. I believe this guy's in the bar. Let's see. The lost recipe. I actually need to get to the bar, but you have to go through it anyway. Is this also the bar? I think this is the bar as well. Part of the mountain. You have to open every relic coffer in the vault. This is the vault quest. you've got to get 12. You have to get at least 12 of these relic coffer keys and use them in one run. You can farm the keys, like they don't expire. You can get keys from one run and use them in another run, but you got to use at least 12 in one run to open up all the coffers in the vault to spawn this boss for this quest. Rise of the Machine, Head of Argomac. I think that's one of the mechs. These are other mechs. We haven't gotten them yet. That's another quest. Disharmony of Flame. This was actually outside. It's a fire elemental right outside the dungeon. So we whacked him on the way in. Where's the other warrior? Oh, who are we missing? Ido? And then here's Attunement to the Core. This is Molten Core. There is a chance we can slow it down a little. I'm not in any hurry. I just thought it'd be better to come in the other way so that we weren't at any risk aggroing these guys. I don't know. Where's our other... Did he not run back? Why would you wait for a Riz when the healer was dead? That's just wasting more of our time. If your healer is dead, don't wait for a revive. You would get back at the same speed that he would. You're just wasting his mana and afterwards. I think he went AFK though, so. Alright, we're in the arena. We don't have a quest in here, but... I've got more rods. There's your buffs. I'm guessing that's not the buff that they were talking about, but... I need to go Fury. My mage is now Frost, by the way. So his run is going to be cold. It'll be very chilling. I was planning to wait until Blackrock Depths to switch, but when I realized that I had quests for fire elementals, I was like, yeah, fuck that. There were fire elementals that I was going to fight in a Goro Crater on the volcano. Then there was more in Bellwood. It's like, yeah, well, I may as well just go ahead and switch to Frost right now then. But I, of course, then got ripped on the damn Ice Yeti in Winter Spring that I was also fighting. And they're highly resistant to frosts. So I still got screwed on one of my quests. I wasn't even thinking about those mobs. I didn't realize, I didn't remember them having any kind of frost resist. Oh well. I still gotta kill more of those guys. There's a part 2 on those Yeti. Is that an upgrade for my axe? No, it's not. They're both main hand, so we could just flush that right down the tube. Along with that. Now we can pretty much just go back. Now we can run through the upper arena safely. Perfectly fine. Well, I think we're too close to the... Can we fit by these guys? Yeah, we're fine. See, now these mobs are neutral. They no longer give a shit about you. to go this way. So the I'm trying to remember if you can jump to the bar. Actually, if you go to the bar, you can actually jump down to the fire elemental. So we might not. .46. If I remember correctly, you can actually jump down from the bar area because it's on the upper level. And that'll put you right next to the fire elemental, the anvil, and in order to smelt things that use dark iron, by the way, you have to do a quest, and then you have to use a very specific forge in the back of this damn hellhole. But any of the blacksmithing recipes that use dark iron, you have to make them in here using a special goddamn MacGuffin anvil. You can't just use a regular anvil, you gotta use the dark iron anvil. Luckily, that shit doesn't really matter to me. There's no crafts that I care about that have dark iron. Except maybe a shadow reflector for the battlegrounds. But you see this door here, this is normally closed unless you hit that lock that was near the beginning of the run. You need the key for that. This dungeon, this place is fucking huge, and there's so much to know. There's dark iron ore in the zones outside this one, the Searing Gorge and the Burning Steeps, and also in here. And you can't you can't smelt that ore without using the special dark iron forge, which is at the back of this place, located all the way up here, next to the molten core door. And you have to do a quest before you can use it as well, which my rogue will do on his run through. He's gonna ding the quest just in case I ever have a reason to smelt dark iron in the future. This warrior's doing all the thunderclapping, so I don't really need battle stance. But his planned run might actually be better than the one I was planning. I was planning to take a more traditional, less fancy route through the dungeon. But you could say it's safer. We would not have had those deaths that we had. My warrior is actually stomping the shit out of my rogue in melee combat again. But it's because both of his weapons are better. The main hand and the offhand. And this has happened before, I think. I better stop winning things. I'm not gonna have enough inventory space. See these fire elementals? Fire mage is not very good against them. I believe all these dwarves have high fire resist as well. They're not immune, but your damage is just gonna be shit. It's the fire dungeon. That's like their main element. So it's totally ineffective for you to try to use it too. Okay. I still haven't done the damn Overseer. My other two guys have done it. It's an elite quest back in the Searing Gorge. I haven't been able to find anyone that needs it. On this character, any of that is. Actually got paladins in here. Some of the mobs are paladins. They'll divine shield and heal. Evil paladins. Don't know if I can make this run here. May as well have cleared that group because we're gonna have to go through them anyway. I'm tempted to pop a recklessness on this boss. This is my Fury cooldown, shared with the others. Increases our critical strike chance. Makes us completely immune to fear. 15 seconds, but all damage taken is increased by 20%. I don't remember what the crit chance on that is, and I haven't actually looked yet. I think it's like plus 30 or something. We could check in the log at 15 right now. We'll see what happened when I hit the let me get this out. Ready? Oh shit, 115. So yeah, that's... My crit chance is over 100. I didn't know it went that high. I don't remember it giving that much crit. Hell. He's gonna get fucked up. It's only 15 seconds. Got a new axe. Shall we take it? It's kind of fast. I don't know, I kind of like my dual wield. Go chicken. Arise chicken. Uh-oh. I don't know. All three of these are the same level, so it's not that impressive. I think I'll just stick with what I got. I'm tempted to pop some fire protection pots. Also got leftover oil of immolation. I will wait here. May firewood ready. Probably would have been better with the axe though, because of whirlwind, but oh well. Fury, for the most part, seems to work better with dual wielding. The rage gain is noticeably higher. You get more out of your flurries and bloodthirst. If the axe was a higher level than these weapons, I would have been more tempted to take it. now in the mech area. This is the Gnomish engineering section of Blackrock Depths. Use our death ray. I need to be in Fury stance when I zap that and try and get more crit. But that also means it's going to eat me for more damage. But the amount of damage that you take, like that scales, it's using your health to charge up, so that might actually make it more powerful. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it extensively. There goes. 1036. But these trinkets are on their way out. I've already hocked my flamethrower. The time it takes to just stand there for 10 seconds channeling that, it just isn't worth it anymore. We are technically going like the wrong way. Road enlarge. I've already got one of these in the bank. No need to swipe another one. Or at least I think I've got the world enlarger. Is it the world enlarger that I've got, or the damn... I don't know, I got something. This guy has 10 different engineering recipes in his bank right now. So forgive me for getting them confused. I don't know why Blizzard decided to put so many recipes at 1060 and 1075, because that's what they're all at. Now, this room, I believe you need to fully clear before you touch the boss in there. That's what we're doing. Boom. I just set off a sapper charge. This will be one of the first dungeons we try to farm at 60 for melee characters, because it's got an extremely overpowered trinket called the Hand of Justice. It is famous and well known. Because it is incredibly overpowered for its level. It's better than most trinkets at 60. Even purple ones that drop from raids, this is better. Blizzard was not very good at item design back then. They were pretty damn awful. Oh, I think that's the one that I've got, not the other one. I've got the alarm robot, not the world enlarger. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. Those recipes are fucking garbage anyway. Oh well. Do you need a world enlarger and an alarm robot? No, you don't. These are gnomish recipes, so my warrior can use them, my rogue cannot. There is a goblin recipe in here. It's for the jumper cables XL, which is the higher rank. They are actually on the ground next to the boss over there, right there. No, that's the repair bot. Then where's the cables? I'm confused. Maybe the cables are a drop. Let's see, I'm gonna do a search here. Oh, okay, yeah, the goblin one. The XL cables are just a drop. Getting my recipes confused. So there is a recipe over there, but it's the repair bot. Shit, I forgot all about the repair bot. I'm not going to be able to pick that up. What skill level is that? Schematic. What? Well, I guess I'm going to be coming back through here for that repair bot recipe one way or the other then. I'm not going to be able to pick that up. My engineering's at like 251. My goblin guy is actually at 264, I believe. So he's a bit higher. One of them had to get the stones. Couldn't both get the stones. He's actually got his teleporter now to Everlook. My Gnomish engineer will be getting a teleporter as well, but it won't be to Everlook. They go to different places. His will go to Gadgetsian. Rage. There's the head of the mark. Yeah, it's not going to let me use these. Does anyone else, the tank wants it, he can have it. He's tanking all this shit, so I ain't gonna swipe his ring. So these are quest items here. We are about to be at the bar and get some more shit done. Finally got back to some Netflix. Recently, I watched a few garbage movies. None of them I can recommend. I'm struggling to even remember what they are because they were so boring and dull. I think one was Malicious, which it admittingly got better on the second half. If you last that long before falling asleep. But I was just putting shit on while I was doing other things, so I wasn't just sitting there looking at it like I generally do with my shows. A much better... I think Malicious, or I think the Insidious series may have spoiled Ghost for me for all time, because nothing is ever going to match the Insidious series. Which I've only seen the first 3. I think there's 4 of them now, but I don't know about that one, but the first 3 are fucking gold. What is ever going to compete with Insidious? Here's the bar. One of the bosses, you need to smack these kegs over here. And that will spawn him. He'll get... You don't even see him in here anywhere. He's not in there. He just spawns. He's going to spawn outside the room and run in here. That is Hurley Blackmouth. Hell, I'm going to eat some oil for this one. Fuck it. And rage. My rage bar. Warrior has so much shit to fire. One down. Shit. I'm trying to trying to fight. There's the recipe for your quest. Thought he was supposed to drop some loot, but he apparently didn't. Oh, well. Now, Ribley is a goblin. He's right over there. When you talk to him, he's gonna aggro. Ideally, you would pull him back in here, because all these neutral guys, you might be able to hit them with AoEs, I don't remember. Don't talk to them, though, because if you talk to any of these neutral people, all of them in the whole room are just going to light up red. They don't like you. They're allied. This is the bar for the evil dwarves. I was assuming he would come back here. They won't attack you on sight, but as soon as you look at them the wrong way. There's another quest in here with a succubus lady. I think that one starts in Ajara, though, so we're not going to worry about that one. And one of the mages must have hit these mobs. So here we go. And I just set off a damn bomb. They're already on us at this point. We're fine. They've actually got a bar wench that's a demon succubus. That's my idea of a bar wench. I would give her the bestest tip. She's got fucking wings and everything. I don't know where they got her. She migrated here from the Burning Legion, I guess. She's got a quest, but I'm not gonna... That quest involves sending you to Ajara and shit. I'm not gonna worry about it. I actually need to talk to this guy. Here's our reputation guy. Where's my recipe? Oh, come on. They didn't put the one recipe that I wanted in the damn game. These aren't the ones I'm after. What a rip. I spent good money on all that damn King's Blood. I spent tens of gold. Actually, one axe. Can't sell this. We'll see what it's worth in the auction house. So we're being cock-blocked by a door up here, and there's a few ways you can get past it. You can pick a fight with this golem guy, and he'll break the door open for you. I'm just gonna wait here. I think if you drink all of their booze, all the booze that's sitting around on the tables, that will start this fight. They'll break the door open, it'll aggro the golem. If you do Nagmara's quest, she will open the door for you, but I'm not worried about doing her quest. Fist weapon. 32 point. It's a green. It's a 50 green. That thing's a plate of shit. It's garbage. So what we would want to do now is jump. I figured this was his plan when we were coming this way. That anvil there in the middle, that is the Dark Iron Anvil. Nothing from engineering, I don't think, requires that, but any blacksmithing craft, I think only blacksmiths use it. Anything from blacksmithing that requires dark iron ore, which they'll have like dark iron in the name, you'll have to use that anvil to craft the item. And there's a forge that you need in order to, you can't even smelt the ore at a normal forge. You have to come in here to do that too. And I will get that done on my rogue. The rogue is the best class for smelting dark iron because you can literally do a stealth. You can get to the forge stealth. You can just stealth run through this whole place and you can get to the forge on your own. I did it a number of times in the past. That's leather. Okay, so we got some of these quests done. But these are all targets of opportunity, except for the key. The key and the attunement, that's what we really want. What the hell are they talking about? Well, we need to kill a dwarf named Phineas, I think. He's in this area. This room up ahead is a stairwell. It connects the two levels. If you were taking the normal route. But there's several ways through the dungeon, though. At the beginning, this wide open area here actually connects to that path on the other side. So we actually we're skipping a giant fire element that's... I'd have to run this place countless times to try and get everything, so I'm not worried about it. But there's a giant fire elemental over here to the left of the door that we're basically not going to do. And I don't think that we're going to bother saving the princess either. The Emperor at the end has an enslaved princess. She fights you during the fight, but if you kill him without killing her, that completes a quest. You miss out on the loot that you would get from killing her, which she doesn't fork over if you save her. Ungrateful hag. But you have to save her if you want to do the quest. Where is Phineas? Phineas should patrol in this area. He walks up and down these stairs. We're basically trying to gift wrap most of this in one run. And there's a ridiculous amount of shit to do in here. It's like trying to do all of Mirrodin in one run. But unlike Mirrodin, you don't have the scepter to just skip into the dungeon. The key kind of helps you with that. But it's not the same. You can't just skip to like the final area. People used to do lava runs where they would swim through the lava in order to skip most of the run. And I can't really show you that on the map, but back where the anvil was, you can jump in the lava. Oh shit. But you can swim from here. You could just swim all the way up here like this through the lava. If you just spam jump and you kept jumping, the lava wouldn't kill you. And people called them lava runs. and that was the fastest route to not only the forge, because it goes straight to the Dark Iron Forge, but it's also the fastest route to get you to the final boss, which is generally all most people cared about. Here's Phineas. We need him to get our key. This is the last dungeon before 60. That's why they're getting so big. We might be able to do Lower Blackrock Spire before 60, but I don't think I'm going to try to tank it. There's the Iron Fell. Here's a cloth. Casters can fight over that. I didn't deliberately bring 3 casters in here, that's just what wanted to go. Now we need to keep clearing back up. In order to get our key, we need to take this Iron Fell to a specific statue that was back near the arena, but not on the side that we cleared. It's on the other side of the arena that is uncleared. That is where this will complete and we'll get our key. We really need this for future runs because if you're a melee class, you are going to be running Blackrock Depths a lot. Unless you're very lucky and you get your Hand of Justice on the first run, which is not going to happen to me. I couldn't even get the Mirrodin ring. But this one is not really optional. I mean, if you want to be worth anything at level 60 in game content and not be a wasted slot to a raid, you're going to have to get that. It's too important. It's like the #1 thing to get other than good weapons. Talking about Onyxia. Well, I know that fight perfectly, but I haven't done it on this realm yet. I need to remember to stop using damn Thunderclap and let our warrior, or our tank do it. I could put that rage towards a whirlwind instead. If I'm lucky, there's a nice 2-hand axe that can drop from the final boss that's like level 54. I think it's called the Dread Forge. Of course, if I was really lucky, I would just get the Hand of Justice. And then I wouldn't even have to come back in here anymore. Then I could post in the guild chat, got my Hand of Justice on the first BRD run at 55. And all the 60s are gonna fucking cry because they had to do like 15 plus runs after getting level 60 in order to get theirs. But I've had that luck myself. Like, my hunter had to do like 30 plus runs of strat to get his cape. I mean, it was just stupid. I think I lost the roll on it 3 times before I finally won one. The good news, though, is that I didn't mind that one, that grind very much, though, because I was getting Argent Dawn rep out of it. So by the time I actually got the damn thing, most of my Argent Dawn was done. Argent is a reputation you want to get to Exalted, regardless of your role or class, if you plan on going to Naxxramas. If you can't manage that, though, Revered is pretty easy to get. And then you just have to spend some money. Because in order to enter Naxxramas, you have to pay, you have to give them gold and a shit ton of materials in order to make you a key. I'm not out of skeleton rods. I ended up with 3 skelly rods. I just haven't run out of them yet. I think my other characters have run out of rods, apples. We can't replace them anymore. So far, this looks like a pretty good route through the dungeon. Boom. I just unleashed the Sapper Charge. We're shredding this place. 2 mages. Doesn't really matter if they're fire or frost. They're gonna blow this place up. Although in here, fire is bad, but normally... So it does matter in here. But those Sapper Charges have a 5-minute cooldown. I can't just use them every fight. Open fire! Oh. The damage does not impress anymore. Although I think my record still sits at 1985, I believe. I don't know if I've broken 2K or not on that. So here's the vault. Now that I think about it, the warrior's probably going to swipe the plus 20 fire resist material from the bank, but I'm not too worried about that because I'm not planning to raid tank anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. If I'm able to raid again, I'm going to be Fury. I wouldn't mind getting a plus 20 fire resist enchant, but I could just as well slap 100 health to the slot. Since I'm a highly experienced expert and veteran of classic raiding, I'm talking about shit way down the road. I'm talking about enchants that go on your head or legs. 3 of them have a material that's bind on pickup, and it's only in that vault back there. So you have to come in here to get one. 1 per run. And only 1 person can pick it up in the run. So you have to do a run all the way in here just so that 1 person can get the material for 20 fire resist. But there's 3 of them. I think the others are armor, either 125 or 150 armor, and the 3rd one I believe was mana. Here's a caster's sword. Okay. I'm going to use up the keys that I've got. So if we want to pop the boss in here, we need to use at least 12 keys to open up all of these safes. And I've only got 2. Excalibur, though, said he had dozens. I'm going to use up the ones that I've got. He can cover the rest, I guess. You'll notice there's a special vault here in the middle, the Dark Keeper key. Yeah, I almost forgot about the damn Dark Keeper. We gotta go find that guy. Oh, great. I did not prepare a list for the goddamn Dark Keepers. They've got a bunch of different places they can be. Okay, let me get a list here. But yeah, in order to open that, we need to get the Dark Keeper key. And you get a... After you clear the vault, which we just did, a Dark Keeper will spawn. There's 6 different ones. So you get a random one. And they're all, guess what? They're all in a different place. So much fun. Fun in Blackrock Depths. Should I be on the mobs first? Can I snare? He's having trouble holding all of these. Which, I would have a hell of a lot more trouble holding them. Fuck it, set off a Sapper charge. We should have just killed the guy for the quest. That's a rough fight. Here's the heart of the mountain. Death Dealer breastplate. That's in there? Hell, I can use that. Let me compare that to what I've got. Oh well. Let's find out what Dark Keeper we've got. It actually tells you, if you come open this over here, Dark Keeper portrait. We've got Pelver Deep Stomp. He's in the domicile near Pyromancer Lorgrain. Who's Pyromancer Lorgrain? That's... He's not next to the statue? I think we just lucky. There's Heart of the Mountain. This is actually a very good one to get. I might end up grabbing that fire resist material if no one else wants it. Then when I have a good helmet or leg, maybe I'll slap that on there. One that I'm going to use in Molten Core anyway. No one else wants the thing. trying to remember what it's called. I think it's the Burning Essence. There's 3 materials in there, and 2 of them we don't give a shit about. I'm pretty sure it's the Burning Essence. I mean, one person can get it, but no one else cares. I mean, I'm not gonna let it rot. It's nice to have in all of the fire-heavy dungeons to have that resist. This is the domicile right here. Dark. Don't they have Keeper in the name? Got him targeted. Line of sight. It's right over here. Oh shit. I think he's right here. Locked up. They're getting ahead of me. We got a patrol. That one guy. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one. We've still got like another hour to go. Oh shit, I didn't mean to aggro him. God damn it. I was gonna get next to the corner and wait. Oh well. Got the key. I'm gonna ask him if he wants it. Engineering. I think that's only supposed to be. Well, maybe it has other shit in there too, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. We're opening up the vault. Where's the third one? Is it not guaranteed to get all 3? Yeah, that's shit. They don't seem to care. I just whacked it. Well, okay. That is very valuable. I asked twice. Well, that will enable me to put plus 20 fire resist on my head or legs later. Not easy to do when you need the damn Dark Keeper Bolt Essence. In here, you see what we went through to get that. So I'm not just going to cast it on anything, or it's going to be on a very specific piece of loot. Probably something that already has fire resist on it, so I can double up on fights that really hurt me for fire resist. I can put that out there. So we'll wait and see. It's not going to be squandered. I would think that the dedicated tank would want that. Oh well. I won't have to care about that on my other characters because they have no intentions to raid. And you don't absolutely need one. I mean, it's just an optional enchant. You could put 100 health on the slot instead, but that's not as good as 20 fire resist on a fire fight. Or you could put a regular enchant like 8 agility. So it's not going to make or break your build if you can't get any of those. It's not important. It's just useful. But where we're trying to get to now is the statue near the arena that will complete our key quest. After that, we can basically hightail it towards the final... Where the hell did you come from? We'll be heading to the end of the dungeon. I will have to do this place numerous times to get Hands of Justices, but naturally we're only going to record one run per character. These are going to be some long-ass videos. But instead of breaking it up into parts, I may as well just throw it all up there. Unless we take a long break. Shiny. He saw a corpse shining, so I had to run back and loot that. These stack. I only need 10, right? The good news is that I'm gonna get a whole ton of XP turning in all this shit. All these quest items. It's a shame that Blizzard didn't put in that damn recipe. I spent money working my Thorium Brotherhood from neutral to friendly so I could get that recipe, and it's not even there. It's supposed to be there. Shit. The Dark Keeper locations is one thing I could never remember. There's 6 different guys. They each have a different spawn. Yeah, good luck trying to remember the spawn spot for each one of those. We just got lucky by getting the one in the domicile. Because one of them can actually spawn in the bar. So you have to go to the vault, go all the way back to the bar, or just go to the bar if you haven't been there yet, and then backtrack all the way back to the vault again. So the domicile, our Dark Keeper, is very close to the bar, which was lucky. Another Dark Keeper can spawn in this area here. But they have 6 different spawns. You better look them up unless you just want to blindly look all over the damn dungeon for them. The game will tell you which one you have because the portrait that I opened at the vault, that will always have the picture of the one that you're going to get and his name. But you could just look at the name. Then you just look up the spawn spot for that guy and go to where he's at. Here's the fancy statue over here. Cleave away. This is a fucking stomp. I can almost guarantee you that the runs that my other guys get will not go as good as this run has gone. Got a mini boss up here, Pyromancer Borgreen, and he actually drops the recipe for the fiery weapon enchant, so that's very rare. That's like a 100 gold enchant recipe. I need more rage. Rage potion. Oh, he put down a totem. How cute. They got paladins and shaman, apparently. How the hell did you get both? That's not very impressive. It's not even as high as the plate I've already got. I'm getting my key done. Alright. Oh. Why am I stopping? We already cleared this. I forget we're cleared up to the bar. So we have a long line of completes. I don't know if I'll even get this one done. I don't think we'll have any more of those guard mans. Is he saying he's already run this 100 times here since this release? That's kind of unlikely. But citing the game 15 years ago, not a good reference anymore. I mean, that's so far back. Yeah, I really don't want to do that damn fire giant back near the door. Oh shit, where'd that come from? These look like the mobs from the next room, the next area. I don't know why these guys are here. It looks like the mobs from the next hallway. But they seem insistent to stand in our way. Just have to hope the mages don't ding these other guys. Officers. Yeah, they got hit. Someone hit them. That's bad. Set the bomb off. Oh, I'm not sure I want to now. The healer's dead. He's the first one to go when you pull shit like this. Goddamn divine shield. We probably gonna wipe. I'm not gonna survive. We're done. We can't. We don't have a Riz either because we don't have a Shaman or Warlock. Well, I'm going to go ahead and make us a cut here then, and when we get back up and ready, we'll finish the rest of this in part 2. Because that's like a 10+ minute run just getting back.